say.
I don't have to cut the first second off because you're being a dick.
This is my new mixtape. Not the old one.
Sued.
Come on. I thought some really intro music.
Huh?
Really intro music.
Well, it takes a while to edit that into it, considering I'll have to extract the audio file from what I downloaded, create it separately, upload that.
Or we can just like play the music, like and then I don't know what. Alright, come on.
I have the capabilities. Just not the skill set.
It's the skill set. You just
Yeah,
suck.
YouTube has its video editor stuff, and the way it's looking pretty fun. And I just can't do any of it right now.
Oh yeah.
It's
My mom is Are we recording this?
Yeah, we are recording.
Okay, so like, sorry guys, my mom is working overtime. So I'll be at your house. I also want to use your internet because I need more Rooster Teeth podcasts. I really need. I can't.
I'll show you the one.
And this is our origins. We were watching Rooster Teeth, and then we were like,
Not
oh.
even that. We always want to just share our knowledge and our insanity with the world.
I want to share myself
And
with
we
you.
were inspired
World.
by the Rooster Teeth podcast.
Okay,
Also
I'm
inspired
ready.
by
Okay.
shout out to Fandom Flux
Okay.
and the Weekly Planet.
Shout out to Kingdom Hearts.
From the podcast.
I know, but this shirt is so sexy.
Cosby Sweater Thursday.
Yeah, I forgot. Take off your IDs. Fuck. Welcome to the establishment.
Professional.
If you have your computers on 3D.
That would be awesome.
When we have a 3D camera to film it.
Right, because that's
When we enter college,
No,
it has
no,
that
no,
type
no.
of program.
YouTube has 3D capabilities.
Yeah, but you have to film it in 3D.
No.
They just make
sure?
a Yeah.
No, yes, they do.
Yeah.
They
They
have.
just make a video 3D.
Yeah, you can make 3D video. You know those blue and red goggles? You just need those.
I thought
1.5D.
Oh man.
The fuck is 5D?
I don't know.
1.5. This ain't Kingdom Hearts. We ain't got
That's
that.
that 5D.
Okay.
That's that 5D
Right.
dimension.
Let's get to work.
This isn't technically a podcast. This is
Pandora.
comic section of the podcast.
Podcast can still talk about comics.
I know, but like we already have the main podcast and we have the movie version, which I kind of titled it like Filmcast or Filmbox or something like that.
Why you gotta just
I don't know. You want to just like they all to be the podcast? And-
everything?
okay.
It's just whatever. Each day we just talk about something, whatever.
Different.
Yeah.
Schedule day. Okay.
If we can't schedule something.
Today, the Pandora's Boxcast, P-Pod,
We got.
is discussing comics and comic book movies and I guess comic related things in general.
Are we in the streets?
Huh?
Are we in the streets?
Oh yeah.
They already know us.
If you just tuned into this right now, then why? Reel it back and watch the past couple things so you get to know what level you're at. Just get yourself know what you're getting into.
Right.
And if you have, I don't care. We do it anyway.
Turah.
Joshua Carter.
Alexis. So, we begin today with comic books. More specifically, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Can you be more careful with those?
I was trying to be.
Oh, he was like, I don't give a fuck.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
So,
Resident expert.
Turah Reed.
He's the guy who reads them and owns these comics.
yeah.
That guy.
So much more.
First, where do you get these from? Because I've been looking for like a fucking comic book shop.
There is no comic book store out here because they're so African American. My auntie actually, she lives out in Aurora. So like she orders them for me and the guy calls me like, oh, the comics and she buys them next time I see her. She just goes, oh, here goes like 5 comic books at a time. I'm like, cool, just read.
So you get the hookup, man. You just.
Yeah.
You got the plugs.
I guess, I mean, this was my auntie buying comics for me, but sure.
Okay,
It's the
why you
connection.
gotta put it like that? Why can't
Yeah,
you
it's
stab
like,
it?
come on.
Alright. Okay, so.
Alright, so anyway, we all know the story of Spider-Man or whatever, Peter Parker, they about the Spider-Man, about a while. Hopefully you know this. I mean, where have you been the past 10 years with all the movies and whatnot? No, the movies didn't go that back.
Oh yeah, by 2000. Okay, 2003.
Yeah, come with the movies. Okay, so check it out.
It's 20
So,
years.
the new Ultimate Spider-Man, which some people still don't know, not know, Peter Parker dies, and a new Spider-Man is born. Not born, but you know what I mean. It's Miles Morales. He is half African American and half Mexican.
Hispanic. Yeah, the best of both worlds.
Doubly. You cannot get a job twice as hard. It's twice as hard to get a job.
Nothing but fried chicken, watermelon, and burritos.
Oh God, that's so racist.
Fried chicken burritos.
Yo, okay. So anyway,
Back to Miles
Fried
Morales.
chickenitos.
Anyway, so Miles Morales, he's African American or whatever. He's discovering his powers, and he's a little bit different from Peter Parker. For one, well, he has a venom sting, and for some reason, it just really like when he fought Venom and he hit him with it, it was like and then and he like exploded into chunks. Well, of course, Venom came out together because that's what he does. But still, the fact that he made him explode like that in one hit is pretty amazing.
So are you saying he's possibly smarter than Peter?
Smarter? Not,
I guess
they're both equally smart. Like Miles Morales isn't a moron because he actually decoded the web formula to make more web for the web shooters that Peter Parker left behind. It's just that he got different powers. He can also camouflage himself, like kind of like make stuff invisible. So I guess some spiders can do that. I don't know if spiders can do that.
There's some spiders like they just like change their hairstyles to reflect light better. It's
Something
like
like
trapdoor spiders, they do that to depending on what type of light.
Right.
They get leaves, they'll turn kind of greenish.
So
And
the Green Goblin, I don't know if you can see this, but he's not the regular Goblin.
Pretty dope.
Laughing, yeah, he's more demonic. Not throwing pumpkin bombs and flying on a glider, more like jumping around with not pyrokinesis, but
Would it technically be pyrokinesis? Just
because he can't control it with his mind. With pyrokinesis with his mind.
Pyrotechnics.
Why that just pyrotechnic? No, it's the
He can burn everything he wants to the ground. He is
He's a
hulking, indestructible monster of pure rage.
That's where I kind of like.
So he's Ray-less?
When he was like the original Green Goblin, where he's like all that, I kind of got turned off.
There was an insane guy in a suit.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And you already had that with Joker, and I thought Joker was more of an appealing character.
I think Joker was more like I want to see everything burn, and Joker.
Yes.
I mean, Green Goblin was like, I want to cause chaos, but so it falls in my favor.
Yeah.
Well, Joker was just like, I want to see what I can do to make people go
I
insane.
mean, I feel like I don't know. The old Goblin has his. The old Goblin and the new Goblin, they're still kind of the same, but they're different though. Like they have different powers, but they're still kind of the same person. They're still that psychopath. And speaking of Spider-Man, all his villains all actually work very well. Like they all, someone will say they're paired, but they're all different.
I'm not doubting that. They're
But the thing is, this is what happens. Apparently, Peter Parker comes back to life, and so does Green Goblin. So Peter Parker comes back to life, and Miles Morales, he's given up being Spider-Man. He's like, I'm done. After his mom was killed in an accident not because of him, but between him, it was a fight between him and Venom, and they were shooting at
Quick question.
him and Venom.
It's gonna be a guess. Is Venom his father?
No, not at all.
No.
His father was a superhero. No, technically his father was a criminal.
Okay.
His father was a criminal. And they were shooting, and one of the stray bullets hit his mom.
Oh.
So yeah.
It's a non-ending cycle of gun violence.
Right.
And superheroes having dead parents.
His
I
father.
know,
His
right?
father.
Why can't there be a superhero with both parents in
Right.
the picture?
He had both. He had both friends.
He has
His
him in the
father-
picture, but just not in real life.
His father blamed Spider-Man for the death. Then his
So
father
he
finds out he's Spider-Man. Then his father doesn't want to talk to him anymore. Then his father goes like, you know what, son? I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault. Well, I'm going to tell you my story. He goes to his whole story, how he was like a gangbanger back in, I guess, the 60s or
Back in
70s.
the
I
time.
couldn't tell.
Back in the day when
They
everybody
didn't say how
wore
old
jean
his father
shorts
was,
and
but
like.
Like, isn't
Okay, it was a bunch of black guys wearing leather jackets. So,
well, I mean, what exactly time era is
Kinda like
this?
today.
Because, I mean,
this is the future. Like,
Like-
this is now.
that's like
But this, like, when this takes place in, like, this is right now. I think this is the latest issue.
right. I mean, like just the time period that he's in is like present time.
In present time.
So his dad would be maybe around, say, like maybe 40 or 50.
Man.
So that's
So I would say late 80s, late 70s maybe.
Yeah.
No, yeah, probably late 70s.
Well, probably.
when everybody wore oversized basketball jerseys and jean shorts.
That's, I mean, everyone goes to that kind of era at some point.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, okay. So his father.
His father tells him whatever. He's talking to him about it. Just pretty cool. You just see like how his dad was a total badass. So like his dad took out like 5 or 6 guys, like without having superpowers at first.
That's it.
Like he was just like, I'm going to punch like this beating crap out of guys, and the guy was like, oh, you're pretty dope. How about you work for me? You're like my enforcer or whatever. And he's like,
Makes sense.
whatever.
It's a good common thing.
Yeah.
Street level.
I get paid to kick ass. Take
So
names.
before that, like Peter Parker comes back to life, and he goes to Miles, and he's like, I want my web shooters back because I think my father made them or whatever. Like my last thing for my father, I want them back. And he's like, no, fuck you. You know, all right.
Bitch, this is my shit. You the old Spider-Man.
Couple of swings. He was like, I got you. Venom shot. So, like he falls back. He's like, oh my god, what's that? I've never noticed that before. Like I couldn't do that. Why can you do that? Like I don't know. It's just different with me. He's this like Miles is like talking to him. But he's looking at his hands. And all you see is Peter going, oh, well I actually give him back. And all you see is a swing. Like he sucker punched him. And like you see Miles Morales like knocked into his dresser, like crumpled up and stuff. And like they're fighting the Green Goblin. But before that, the Green Goblin like he can't. Cause it's like a transformation. So he's like Norman Osborn, and he went to Jonah. Now, when Peter Parker first died, Jonah like completely changed. At first he's like, I hate Spider-Man. I love about Spider-Man sucks. You know how he is. But then once you find out that it was actually Peter Parker who was Spider-Man, he like changed his heart because you know Peter was like a good person.
Question.
Yes.
Who's Jonah?
Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Never heard anyone call him by his normal name.
Georgia, JJ.
Jonah.
Even JJ probably would have got it, but probably not.
I was calling him Jonah.
Yeah.
So,
his full name is too awesome not to say full.
I think was it James. I think his name is James Jonah Jameson. No, it's not James. Is it Johnson? I don't know what his first name is.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But it's J. Jonah Jameson.
Johnson Jonah Jameson.
That might be.
I don't know.
Alliteration for the
That-
win.
Yeah.
That might be. Cause I think his son's name was Jonathan something.
Might. But anyway,
He was Venom at one point.
he was like his son. I think had a run-in with the Venom symbiote.
He was the pilot in the space
Yeah.
shuttle that brought it back.
But in the new Venom comic, actually, Eddie Brock is in it.
Right. That makes sense.
Which is dope to see. He's
That's
like,
what it was originally.
That's
but
so
I just
dope because
forgot
he's
what
like,
it
I'm
was.
working for the U.S. government, and he's like a secret agent, and it's like you have like certain number of hours before the Venom symbiote takes over your body. So it's always like, I'm going to put the suit on, but something's like a rush against time or whatever, and I have to get it and put it back in the containment thing and take it off. It's pretty dope. But that's another story for another time. So Norman Osborn goes to J. Jonah Jameson. He's like, I want you to tell my story. And Jonah Jameson is like, all right. So they're talking, and he's like not paying attention. So J. Jonah Jameson pulls out a freaking like handgun, like a Glock or something, and shoots him in the head. And he goes to call the police. And he's like, oh wow, he's like he's going to call the police or whatever. But Norman Osborn starts to get back up because for some reason him and Peter are apparently immortal. And they can't, because that's why they came back to life.
Wait, what?
Why?
I
What?
don't know.
Oh, okay.
I liked it better when he died. Though.
Yeah, that's why he came back to life, because he's immortal or whatever. So you obviously he's like, he gets back up, turns to the Green Goblin,
I can see like
kills J. Jonah Jameson.
I could.
And I don't think J. Jonah Jameson.
Why?
was
Why?
immortal.
Why? Okay, can you? Does the comic give a legit reason as to why he's?
I want to say
immortal?
some. Okay, I
It's
can
not-
see something as like genetically immortal, which you don't age past a certain point,
It's the
or you
spider
don't.
serum.
Yeah, like
Oh,
so.
That's what they're
okay.
hinting towards. They're hinting, I guess it's spider. We don't know
Okay.
exactly what in the spider serum is making them immortal.
Maybe they put some lobster in there.
Because he took the serum too.
Lobsters don't die unless we kill them.
I know.
They're freaky.
He took the serum too, and I guess it gave him different powers. It gave
Jellyfish.
Peter different powers. It gave Miles Morales different powers. Where was in that serum?
Depends on the person's own genetic code, since that's what it's
Yeah,
about.
well,
Okay.
see, it was different with
That
because they got
seems-
bit by spiders. He took the serum like straight up, like fucking heroin or something.
An extract version, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess a larger amount. So that's probably why it
So
reacted so
does
much.
does Miles have the genetic immortality as well?
We don't know. We haven't seen him
But I mean,
die.
I guess.
It would
that
start raising
makes
questions.
sense.
So it was
But there's also the point where like you don't know what kind of like the powers in general will give you. Cause it's the same spider venom, so why'd it make Goblin? Peter immortal, and then
Right.
Miles has
Goblin's
his
also immortal.
venom shock.
Right. It's different.
So I guess maybe what was his dad's powers?
His dad.
Yeah.
His dad. You don't know yet.
Oh, okay, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Because his dad and his uncle was superhero. His uncle is dead now. He died because his uncle they framed it on Miles. But that was early in the show before the because you see how like it changed the way it looks and it started off with the little things and look at this one. See, so like back.
Face the camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like okay. So you see this one and this they're completely different issues. I could do like a mid-season, like they kind of like moved the way it looked or whatever, and kind of like changed the story a little bit. That makes sense. So the earlier issues, his uncle was teaching him how to use his powers, and his uncle just blew up to smithereens
Wait, what?
in front of his faces.
Hey son, when you use your web shooters, come
Yeah, something like that.
You think just exploded?
Yeah.
So I guess that's how you finally hit like the venom shot.
No, he always
It's like, hey
had
Dad,
it.
how's it?
No,
Hey Uncle.
No, I think what happened? No, they were. I think they were fighting one time.
F5.
He was training, and he used the venom shot, and then he exploded.
What the
He used it
fuck?
on his uncle.
But he shouldn't have exploded because he was actually being set up by I think Roxxon Corporation, and they blew his uncle up and they blamed it on Spider-Man. They're like,
I
oh,
think
he's
blew his uncle up. He's like,
The
drink this
Roxxon
water.
Corporation was evil.
Right, so they said had like nanotech bombs just flow through his body in his water system. That could make that. I mean,
They didn't explain it. It's
that wouldn't be too hard to believe.
Like,
Just
okay, so the
napalm in his
corporation.
water.
This is earlier in the series. Corporation kidnaps two kids on prom. They get into a crash, and I guess no one knows where they are. They just disappear. And it's a black guy and a white girl. And I'm like, okay, where's this going? And then they're like, oh, we're gonna give them powers. And I'm like, wait, oh my god, it's Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if you're familiar. If you're not familiar with this Cloak and Dagger, but Cloak is I don't know how to explain his powers. It's like the Cloak and Dagger are opposites. Like Dagger is light or whatever, and she throws like
Yeah.
you see it? They're on the front too. They're like right here, it's so small. But
I'll link a picture. See. I'll link a picture.
yeah, look at the picture. So Dagger, she's like those like light-based projectiles or whatever.
Photon
Like
blast.
usually like no light. I don't know.
It's
what-
light, like the photons.
whatever. Like light knives, because his name is Dagger. Cloak is like this dark cape, which I guess is like some other dimension. Maybe he eats people sometimes. Like he'll just go like, oh, like kind of like Spawn.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
Darkness control. I mean,
Yeah,
I
something
don't
like
know.
that. Like
Shadow
the guy
kinesis.
jumped up and he was like, I'll handle him.
Okay.
Woof.
Speaking of
Go on.
powers, if you could have any power, even off the top of the dome type of power, like the most ridiculous shitty ass
The power to shoot 3 cotton balls from your hands within 10 days. Just every 10 days, you get 3 cotton balls from your hand, you can shoot them out.
Wow.
But at any speed.
Oh. God. Why would you want that power?
The
Because
power-
if I shoot it near the speed of light, it has about 249 kilotons of
So it's basically.
TNT explosive. I
basically-
have a nuclear weapon 3 every 10 days. 3.
Oh God.
Super imagination.
Screw them.
Pretty much. Nah, I read that on the post. So
The ability, I don't know, would it be called super imagination? The ability to create things, like literally just create things from nothing with the power of my mind.
Matter manipulation, basically.
Oh,
yeah, I
that's
guess that
what
will count.
That,
but,
that's
like,
what I fucking want. Like,
you just be like,
and it'd be, it
So
looks like,
Sonic coming like Lucy. The movie Lucy.
okay, screw that movie. And
Maybe,
secondly, I would think more like a
but not-
Franklin Richards type
Okay.
thing.
yeah,
Where it's
or
just
like, and like the more I know about it, the like easier it is. Like, let's say I want a car, right?
So you just got
Let's say I don't know shit about cars. So I'm like a car, and I'm trying to think, but if I know like what goes inside
like
of
someone
a car,
gives you like the specs of an engine
Yeah,
and
I
a
can,
car,
like-
and you read off a thing, and you're just like you're picturing it.
And it's
They
just
got
like,
pictures,
boom.
and it's in front of you.
Oh, so you would
That'd
just need
be-
a that'd be
you're
that'd be,
gone.
that'd be raw.
Like
That'd be
that's
dope.
like the
Like,
power
you know,
of creation.
I can just create like I can create like
the
weapons from, like,
the
video
anatomy
games.
chart of a human, and just
and you
be.
just be like, I know. Hey, who wants a clone of Rihanna? Yeah, but, yeah. I mean, that'd be pretty
I would
interesting.
prefer my
It'd be kind
kid.
of. I kind of.
Mariah Carey.
I might. She's old. I'll obviously get into prime.
I'll take her when she's old. It don't matter. I'm just saying.
Sit up.
No.
If I wanted the power that's gonna come off of a game, I would want the power of smoke. Honestly, played Infamous 2, and I was thinking about it. All the abilities. I was just like,
Second son.
yeah, second son, yeah, right. I was just like, oh man, all the things they could really go with like deeper like detail of the game if you really like went off top of the dome
Can
with
you,
your
like,
imagination and shit.
Put like burning smoke inside somebody and like blow them up from the inside.
Yes, you could, and I was thinking about that. It's like,
So
what if you just got like
fucking
searing ass smoke? Because smoke can get hot too. So what if you just like forced it into all their
You know
pores
who
and
else does
emphasis?
that? Smoke from Mortal Kombat. Like that's one of his like
Yeah.
little things.
His
That kill.
fatalities.
Yeah, fatalities. He like blow you up with smoke and you just oh my god. Have you played First Light? The DLC.
for
No, I haven't played
That one is dope. Like,
this one's it's a separate game.
Mm.
It was like a shorter version. It's only $15. Actually, pretty fun.
No?
it's like
Light based. A girl who
running
uses
light
based
speed.
powers.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
I heard.
she
The
turns into
neon
light.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, use the light trail
I
behind
guess technically, like, it gets this light based, but it's like a gaseous light
Mhm.
because it's like neon. She takes it from neon sign,
Yeah.
which would suck because we're kind of running out of that.
You got not many neon signs around here anymore.
Yeah, so
Everything's LED.
Oh, you go to Vegas.
Everything's
should
LED.
drain everything. But even those things are like they look neon, but they got LED lights in there,
Yeah.
which is fog inside to make it look like those machines.
Could you just buy neon?
Yeah, that's what we're running out of neon on the planet. Like helium balloons are expensive because we're running out of helium. There's not really, there's not an efficient way to catch a lot of it.
Just huff neon.
Just huff, they get Cheese Whiz and do that.
Huff Cheese
We
Whiz.
do not endorse.
There's neon
here-
and cheese whiz.
We endorse huffing Cheese
Huh?
Whiz.
There's neon and cheese
Not
whiz.
neon, but there's different gases and stuff. We here at Pandora's Boxcast do not condone
Huffing anything.
huffing anything.
Like not
We
anything.
do, however, find it a viable topic.
Okay.
Speaking of huffing, my teacher had something on mine.
How's that huffing?
Because I was kind of huffing it, but not really.
What?
It was a fragrance. It was like
Oh,
spray.
okay.
Like I sprayed it and I was like, it smelled so good, so I kept on smelling it. But I left it in her room. I'm gonna go back and get it.
Oh, I thought you meant like she took it. Like, why are you huffing it in my class?
No.
Class boy.
Never.
Not in high school.
Wait, not at all in my life.
What? Third grade?
You huffed the glue or something?
No, cheese whiz.
Oh,
Who huffs cheese whiz?
You,
No,
the,
I just brought it- I just brought
there's the
shit.
gas in it that you press, and like you press it like halfway, so like no cheese comes out, but the air still comes out. You sniff that. It used to be like that. Then they just put like compressed nitrous in there, which I don't think is effective anymore.
it can, but it fucks you up more.
Yeah, but I think
Like
I think they use something that
permanently.
isn't as like useful. You have to like do like a gallon of it at a time,
Yeah.
which is not even like is impossible.
From Cheese Whiz to alright, comic book movies.
I guess. Yeah. New Spider-Man. What was it? What's the next one? Sinister Six, I believe.
Six.
Is in this.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Okay, so some people oh shit.
Dang
We're
it.
done.
Shit.
All right. We.
You know what?
Okay.
Oh, fuck
That's
the
our
bell.
time here.
I know.
We gotta practice.
Yeah.
We do.
Alright, so that's our time here at Pandora's Boxcast
Yeah,
episode
this-
featuring comic books.
This episode was a little slower than usual, but you know,
This episode was
You know,
brought to you by Web Shooters.
my dick.
Don't take it from Peter Parker, he'll knock you out.
Do I press the stop recording button?
Yes. Come on.